Hello, all Jack families. Welcome to our live room. My name is Kerry Ryan. I'm the salesman of Indian Bangalore market. This is my colleague.
Hello everyone, my name is Dapper. I am the salesman of Indian Delhi market.
Okay, and today we are here. We are going to introduce our Jack A2S machine.
A2S? Really? We all know that Jack have all series of machines. Why today we only come here to learn A2S? I have already promoting this machine for nearly 1 year. I know it very well. Why I waste time again to learn it?
Okay, very good question. We all know, like our Jack F4 machine, the direct drive machine is already in the market for more than 5 years. During those 5 years, our F4 just dominating on the market. It's just like Jordan in NBA. But when time goes by, the requirement of our customer is increasing. They want a machine based on F4, but have more function than F4. So this is why we're promoting A2S machine. And on another hand, you're asking, you are already very familiar with our A2S machine. Then I have some question for you. How many A2S machines you sold in 2019? And how is the percentage of the A2S compared to all your sales? And how is your service?
All right. I totally agree with you. I think you have got the point. So why you not just go on and start your show?
Okay. This is our A2S machine. Our A2S machine has some advantage like very stable, reliable, and very high efficiency. For all of those specific points, I will introduce to you one by one later. And our A2S machine is the first choice for the mid and the low level customers. For the auto-locking, it still use Jack DNA Visual, and it's Germany industrial design, and with very excellent workmanship and superb detail. And for the one, we still using the one-shift driving motor. Some people will ask, why are you still talking about this one-shift driving? This is not very high technology. But I want to say, on the one hand, this is our Jack pattern. On another hand, like this design is the cooperation of the motor company and the spare parts company. But our Jack, we have our sub-company named as Zhongbao. I believe almost all of you know this company. And as the first, when we design our A2S machine, the motor company and the spare parts company, they already have a cooperation. So they can design those two spare parts together. So it will increase the torque of the machine. So when we running the machine, it will be more light and more fast. And this is another pattern of our motor, like the dust-proof design. It will decrease the heat of the motor, and it will also achieve the dust-proof. So this is why our Jack's motor, the life will be longer than other brand machines' life.
Yes, I think I know this very well, because all these features we are called for as Jack DNA. And if my memory serves me right, I think all these features our F4 machine also have. So why you not show us the different features A2S has with F4?
Of course, our A2S machine is based on F4 machine. And as a computerized machine, our A2S have more functions. Now I can show you. Like on the head of the machine, it has the needle compensate button, LED light button, and the auto reserve swing button. For the needle compensate button, in the before, when we run the machine and we need the half speech, we should use our hand to turn the hand wheel, right? But now we just use one finger to touch here to click this button to achieve this function. And for the auto reverse swing, like before, we should use our hand to push this bar. After long time operation, it will be very tired. So we use this button to replace that, use this automatic function to replace that hand. And how we achieve those functions? In our machine, there are 3 electronic magnets, like electronic thread tension, and auto reverse swing, and also auto trimming motor. So this is why our machine can achieve the auto reverse and auto trimming. Some of the customer, when I do the market survey, I saw those customers. I asked them, why you don't buy our computerized machine? They will say, the computerized machine is very good, but our labor, they don't know how to use those patterns. There are so many buttons, and they are also very afraid to learn of this function. So today we are here to give the training how to use those patterns. It will be very easy to learn, and it will achieve so many functions.
Actually, firstly, we can see on this panel, we can see in each buttons there are two different icons on it. Every icon means different functions. So when we want to turn on or turn off one functions, do you know how we operate to switch? You can see here this one, for example. This button have two different icons. The above one means W stitch, and the below one means the pattern, the programming functions. So when we want to achieve this, the above function W stitch, we just short press this button. Then this function will be turned on. After turn on this function, we need to set the parameters to achieve this function. First, we turn on this function, then we press this button to set each parameter. The first parameters means the totally line numbers that we want. Because you know the W stitch is like the stitch come and back. So if we want how to say, when we want to make the stitch much stable, we can use the W stitch function. So this is the first number. The first number we set is for the totally line numbers we want. For example, this pattern, we come and back 2 lines. So we can set the first number as 2. That means that the stitch will come and back. If we wanted to set 3 lines, means the stitch come back and come. Then we can set 3 as the first number. And the second number means the lines, how many stitch, the lines order we are set. For example, we want to set the first line is stitch number. Then we need to set the second number to 1. Then it means we are setting parameters for the first line. You can see this is the second number is 3. Now it means we are setting the length, the stitch numbers for the third line. So this function is usually applied on label attaching, especially for the shirt color label. Later we will show you on the machine. Then you will see more details. The second function is the front. The second function is the front and the back tacking. This is like a assembly stitch before the stitch and the end of the stitch. There are sometimes the customers are requiring special craft, like a joint. It requires firm stitch. So using front back tacking, we can make sure that the stitch will be much stable. And the third function is the programming sewing. Firstly, we can see watch a short video. Through the video, we can see here, we want to make 2 short lines. The first line and the second line. To achieve this function, we need to first turn on the pattern sewing function. This button, we can see the below icons means the pattern sewing function. So we just long press this button, and this function will be turned on. Then we need to select this button to set the parameters for the pattern. And it is very similar to the WC parameter setting. The first number is the lines number we want. And the second number is the lines order that we are setting parameters for. And the third and the fourth parameters means the stitch numbers we want to set. Later we will also show you in the demo machine so that you will understand easier. Okay, so camera comes here, then we can show more details to our audience. So actually, when we are using this function, it will make some difficulties. One is that how to set the stitch numbers. Earlier, when we are visiting some factories, some workers they are afraid of using this UBT machine because they don't know each icon stands for. Actually, this is very easy for them to set parameters. The whole process will be like, firstly, we need to count the stitch numbers in one production. How many the stitch numbers is? To make it easier, to save time. Today we already counted the stitch numbers we need. For example, this line we need 46 stitches, and this line we need 25 stitches. So after we work out these stitch numbers, we just set parameters on this handle. Now we want the pattern sewing function, so we just long press this button. And after we see this LED light is turned on, that means the function is active. Then we can click this button to set the parameter. The first number is the line numbers we want. Now we need 4 lines, so we just set it as 4. And the second number is the line orders that we are setting. For example, now I wanted to set the first line as 46. I needed to make the second number be 1. That means I was setting for the first line. Then the third and the fourth numbers is the stitch numbers we want. We need it to be 46. It already be 46. Then after setting the first line, we are setting parameters for the second line. The second line, we want 25 stitches. All right, our technicians already done it for me. And the third line, same 25. The fourth line, 46. After finished, we click this S button to save. Then we can actually run this machine. Now I will ask our technicians to show this to us. Now we can see when the pattern sewing function is turned on. When we finish the first line, the machine will automatically stop. Then after we adjust the fabric piece, then we can start the second line. We can see the machine will automatically stop according to our pattern. So it means even the workers was not well trained, they can also manage this craft. Okay, I think our technician may have made some mistakes, but it not influence us the effects. You can see the stitch. He's our machine technicians. He also don't have the experience working in the garment factory, but after his 1 time, 2 times practice, he can also make I think maybe a good stitch. So using this function, we can make the production much more standard. And we no need to hire skilled workers. It will help the factory owners to save their labor cost and also save the time. Next, I will show you the W-stitch application. Firstly, we also need to turn on the W-stitch function, the same button as the pattern sewing function. But this is above all icons, so we just short press. We can see the LED light is turned on. That means W-stitch is active. Then we just set the parameters for the W-stitch. Select this round button. And the first one means the stitch. When the stitch count, how many stitches we want. Here we already measured our label size. We need 9 stitches. And the second numbers is when the stitch go back, how many stitches we want. And according to the size of the label, we already set it for 9. And the third and the fourth number means how many times we want it to come and back. 2 means the needle will come and back. 2 times. Okay, so we already set the correct parameters. We just save it. Okay, our technicians will show it. Okay, this is only a simple demo. You can see it. The speed is very fast and also very firm. And this also have a function of front back tacking. This function is to make the starting stage and the end stage much more firm, not easy to lose. Because you know our A2S machine have the function of automatic trimming. Some of the factories owner may ask because our auto trimming functions will keep the stitch thread remaining within 5 mm. Some of the customers will ask if your thread remaining is so short, what to do if the thread losing is happen? Then I will tell them we have the function of front and back tacking to make the stitch much firm. To activate the function of front and back tacking, we just turn on this one. This is the start back tacking, and this is the end back tacking. And our technicians will show you it. You can see here is the start back tacking, and here end also have the back tacking. It makes the stitch much strong. Okay, and we will show you one more time. Okay, I think I have you have a basic knowledge about these machines, how to switch these buttons, how to switch these functions. So I think when this live show begins, our host, Mr. Lucian, have told you that we will have some award-winning questions. So here comes our first questions. Do you know how to switch? You can see in one button they have 2 icons. That means that stands for 2 different functions. So how we operate? How we achieve the function switch? Can you tell us how to switch 2 different functions in one button? This is an award-winning question. You can send your answers in your mobile phone. Then you will got one spare parts gift. Okay. Maybe my question is a little complicated, so I just simplify it. My question is how to open the Python sewing. The programming sewing function. If anyone knows, just tap your answers on your mobile phone and send it to us. If your answer is correct, we will give you a gift. Anyone knows? Okay, maybe the answer is too long for you to tap on. So I just simplify my question again. If I want to achieve the function of Python programming sewing, I need to long press this button or short press this button. If you think the answer is the long press button, just send 1. And if you think the answer is short press this button, just send 2. Please tap your answers and send us. If you think I need to long press this button to achieve the programming sewing, please send 1. If you think I need to short press this button to achieve the programming sewing, please send 2. Okay, one of our audience have sent his answers. 1 stand for long press and 2 stand for short press. How? What kind of operations I have to do to realize the function of programming sewing? Yes. Long press is the answers. If we want to achieve the function of pattern programming sewing, we need to long press this button. If we just short press this button, it will switch to the W stitch. I think some of our audience have given the correct answers. So our staff will check and select some of you to send this spare parts gift pack. And we will have one more question and answer. That means you will, you will have one more chance to win this gift. Please keep your attention on. Okay, now the simple demo for this A2S machine is finished. So let's go back to the screen.
Thanks for Zafir's complaint of the function of our A2S machine. Thank you. And during the market A2S promoting, we also do a lot of work in the market. Today I can show you some videos of some compare with our A2S machine with other brand clutch motor machine. We will see the difference with two machines. This video is totally in Bangalore, and we have one A2S machine and another clutch motor machine. They are do the pocket working sewing. And this testing is in same time, two same operators, how many pocket attempting they can do. So this is our A2S machine. We can say the operator just use the hand and with the leg to operate this machine. And this is another clutch motor machine. When they run in this machine, they should use the press pull lift. And it has no chaining function. After swing, they need to use hand to thread all this stitching. And this is a half needle compensate. So he should use the hand to turn the handle wheel. So from two operators, we can say, after a long time operating, the people use the clutch motor machine will be very tired. And this is 5 minutes testing. And now we can calculate how many pocket attempting they can do in same time.
So can you tell me finally how many pieces our A2S machines get and the clutch motor machine get?
In 5 minutes, our A2S machine finished 18 pieces of the pocket attempting working, and the clutch motor only finished 11 pieces of the pocket attempting. And for the stitch, we can check for our A2S machine because it has auto chaining function. So no need the helper to do the thread cutting. We can check the stitch is very beautiful and very short, no like a long thread tail. And for other clutch motor machine, it still need the helpers to do the cutting of the threaded tail. We can say the threaded tail. So from this video, it is very obvious our A2S, the efficiency is much higher than normal clutch motor machine. So if we use this video show to the customers, it is very easy to make them change their idea. What is the best machine suitable them? Which machine can increase their efficiency? And which machine can help them to save labor, save customer salary, and save time, and also save the power.
So from one simple demo and then introduced from Mr. Kerry, we can imagine those functions where we can apply on. Because like for this piece, we can see this pocket attention was realized by function of our programming sewing. So our A2S machine is very suitable for shirt making. And you can see here the shirt's color label. We can also use our W stitch very easily achieved. And also for this label of jeans, we can also use our hand sewing programming sewing function to make a small box. And for jackets also, I'm also wearing our jacket. And you know, our A2S machine, it has the DNA design of JIT. It has the single shift driving, which means the puncher power will be much stronger. It will make the A2S machine much adapted to middle and heavy material. So it will also suitable for jeans and jackets. So can you tell me? I know you your work in Bangalore. Earlier you are promoting the A2S machine from the very beginning. So can you share us some experience how to promote one machine from zero?
It's a very good question. Okay, we can say from these pictures. Tell me, what can you say from those pictures?
I see. It's a big market. I see chance. I see money.
Yeah. Why be promoting A2S machine? That's background. There are so many used machines in the market, and this means there are so many market requirements. And for the direct drive machine, the profit is lower than before, and the operator salary is higher than before. So this is why we need the high efficiency machine. And for our agent, it has changed to us to promoting A2S machine to get higher profit. And this is how we do our exchange from old machine to new machine activity. At the beginning, our agent should ask all of them to come together and have a meeting to introduce this machine and to explain the activity. And after that, our office and our agent will plan all the time together to give the training of how to use this computerized machine and how to give the proper service, especially for the service of the control box. And after that, we can go to the market with our sub-dealer team. We can prepare some small gifts, and we will prepare the leaflet, and we go to from one small garment factory to another one, and we will introduce our machine, and we will introduce our activity. And we can see this is a picture of me and Mr. Eric. We cross one small factory to another one. And this is a picture of our roadshow. After all of this market survey, we will introduce the machine, and we invite all the customers come. So we put the roadshow. They will come and they can try our machine, and they will know how is the efficiency, how is the performance of our machine. And we also make some flags when we deliver those machine, A2S machine from one industrial area to another one. So the flag can make more people. They can see the machine, they can see the log of our machine.
And we also done so many activities and advertisements. Like for this one, in every entrance of the industrial area, we will put banners, and we even put some leaflets, advertisements on this auto car. And we also rent some advertisement boards to put our A2S machines on. We just try to make an atmosphere in the market, so that when the customer is thinking about to change their machines, the first brand and the first models comes to their head will be A2S machines. So it will be benefit for us to when we truly start to promote this machine. Because after 4 or 5 years promoting for direct driving machines, now in India, everyone using direct driving machines, and more and more imitators comes around. Almost every brand has their own direct driving machines. So if we want to win the market, we must make sure that we are always faster than other brands, faster than our competitors, at least half step. And step by step, our efforts will finally become, we will gain the, win the customers in the market, win the market percent. And here are 2 pictures. Those are the some factories. They took our A2S machines. They took the A2S machine by exchange. Earlier, yeah, are all older, some older machines, machines. Some of the machines even 10 years older. So we through the exchange activity, we changed all these older machines to our brand new A2S machines.
Okay, thank you. This is how we know the A2S machine and how we promoting A2S machine. And later, if you have some questions, you can type in your questions in the application, and we will give the proper answer. So if you have any questions, feel free to type in on the application.
Okay, now is our question and answer. So if you have any doubts about our A2S machines, you just send your questions in the group. And we will also choose some of our audience, those who are giving the questions. We will send them our spare parts gift bag.
So this gift bag including scissor, tweezer, white oil, and a looper, and some feed dog and pressure food. So this is a very good gift. You can get this and give it to your customer, or you can put it in your shop. It is all very good.
So I can see so many stuff in the pack. Do you know the volume of this pack?
In China RMB, it is 108, and I think in dollars it will be almost like $20. Okay, so please, if you know the answer, if you have any questions, you can type in on the application.
Okay, I can see here comes to our first questions. One audience is asking how to adjust the speed. Really? I think this is a very basic question. Can you give the answer? Is it Karen?
It is the most basic function of our A2S machine. Just use the touchpad, just use our A2S panel, the plus and minus button to just can adjust the speed of the machine.
Here we can see to adjust the speed of this machine, we just to click these two buttons. The above one means to speed up, and the below one means to speed down. And I can see that another customer, another audience is asking, what's the maximum speed of this machine? And by adjusting the speed, we can see our machine's maximum speed can be 5,000. So you can give one more question. Okay, the third question, I can see one of our audience is asking how to set the factory reset. It's also a very basic question. You can come here and we can see more details of the machine. Here is the button, especially for factory reset. So we just long press this button. Now we can see the machine is reset to the factory setting. All the parameters are changed to the factory setting. And one of our audience is asking how to count the stitch numbers. So as this piece, for example, firstly, if we want to count this pocket stitch numbers, we can we firstly to how to say freely sewing it. For example, we sewing it and we can count the stitch, the host number, we just accounting the host number, then we will know the stitch numbers. But there will be some small difference between the whole numbers and the stitch numbers. You need to make maybe 1 to 2 stitches adjust. So like for this piece, if I want to count this stitch numbers, I just firstly very casually to taking this shape and generally accounting these whole numbers. Then I will know a general number. Then maybe we just adjust the 1 to 2 stitches. After that, I will know the stitch numbers. Can you understand this?
Okay, thank you for our Jack family's question. It's a very good question. And now we are with the lucky job. Please type in 36, like 666 in the application, and our working staff will do the screenshot. If your 66 showing the screen, you will get our big gift bag. And in our gift bag, there are so many our Jack original spare parts, like this scissor. This scissor is Jack scissor. In the videos, we can see it even can cut the chicken legs. So if you use this scissors for the fabric, it will be very easy to cut all of the fabrics. And like other Jack original spare parts, like this, original white oil for the machine. All the audience, don't forget to put 36 in the application. And then some of you already received this tracer. And all of these spare parts, even you can sell in your shop. And if you want to place the order, you can connect with the spare parts department and place the order. Okay, regarding the time issue, today our Jack A2S global production line is almost finished. And thanks for your support and thanks for your working. And the day after tomorrow, we will have another live, and another team will give the live for another products. And today, all of you do not forget to finish all the feedback form. Thank you.
And if you have one more questions, you can also send in our WeChat group or TikTok group. We will check and give you the answers.
Thank you. Thank you.